Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler. In this video we're going to go through the Forex market wrap. We're going to take a look at the charts of the week and see how they've performed and what we can do towards the end of the week. So first of all, I'm going to start off with our trades. Euro Yen we looked to short last night. Market triggered and we are currently sitting around about 4 pips in profit. We were about 33 pips in profit, but recent news data has forced the euro yen market to move higher. Now, because this is an hourly trade, I don't really want to hold this one over the weekend. So what I'm going to do is just close this position out, and then I'll look to reposition. Oh, wrong button. I'll look to reposition this once the market opens again next week. Okay, so what I'm going to be looking for is some potential moves here next week, depending on what the currency heat map suggests. Okay, the next trade we took was Euro Oz. Euro Oz still pushing higher, retesting these highs, but like I said yesterday, we're still kind of hovering around this 168.10 area. The market just really struggling to break that at the moment, and once again I'm just gonna, because this was a 4-hour trade, it's not like a daily trade or anything like that, it's a 4-hour trade, so I'm going to look to band this position. We're around about 182 pips up, which is great, so I'm just going to close this position down as well. So that's our week done. We did have a CAD yen short position from this 76.40 level, and if you took that position, then you would have made a good 50 odd pips. I took a lower time frame position on this, in line with the pullback to this 4-hour level, and placed a stop above the high. I've just closed that position out as well for 15 pips profit. If you do want to hold those trades, that's obviously something that you need to look at in your own management. This is just what we're doing. So we're going to look at the key major currency pairs. So Euro, US dollar. Weekly is back down at these lows. So now the market's here again. The market needs to make a decision. Are we going to break out of this zone, or are we going to bounce? At the moment, every time price comes back into this zone, we're seeing a reaction from that. So if we go into the daily time frame, you can see in a little bit more detail how many times the market has retested this zone. So this is the actual top of a range on the dollar index as well. So if the dollar index starts finding some resistance here, we could expect the market to rally back up into these swing highs here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be anticipating here, is for euro dollar to remain within the trading range, okay, unless it takes out lows. If the market takes out lows, then we know we can be looking for a break of the range, retest, and a continuation to the downside. But at the moment, we're capped at these lows here. The market doesn't really want to break any lower than sort of this 107.70 or close below anywhere near this level. So this to me suggests that we could see a reaction from here next week and a bounce back up into these swing highs. Pound US dollar has been pretty bearish. Pound very bearish here. The market has taken out the weekly lows. If we go to the daily time frame, we looked for that market to continue down this week, and it has done. And now we should anticipate the market potentially having a little rally as well, because if we look left, we are at a daily support zone. Could price rally back up into these daily lows here, and then give us some kind of rejection. So that's what we could be looking for on pound US dollar going into next week. If I just make that a little bit bigger so you can see it. Yeah, what we could be anticipating is that pullback into these swing lows here. Aussie US dollar as well, rejecting that weekly area of resistance. We've been looking at this for a while this week. If you took any end of days on Aussie, you'd have done pretty well. The market is nicely pushing lower, but we just want to see that Aussie really lose that strength. It has been so strong through April. Are we going to see that reversal? Still really waiting for that confirmation, because the daily time frame technically hasn't changed trend. At the moment, we're just kind of bouncing from these key swing highs up here all the way down into these swing lows here, and then the market's reacting from that point. So what we want to really do is just wait for that range to break down, which will give us that confirmation of that Aussie weakness coming into play, and which is why we took our Euro Oz long position in the first place, was because of that Australian dollar coming into that area of resistance. Euro dollar was at support, so it gives you the option then to go look at your cross pair and look for that opportunity to get long. Okay, so what we're going to wait for here is if price can break down, we'll look for the continuation trade here. Just got to be a little bit wary that the dollar is trading within a bit of a range at the moment, and we could anticipate the dollar just losing a little bit of value going into next week. So I hope you enjoyed this Forex market wrap. If you did and you want to see more trading content, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more, and I hope you have a great weekend. Cheers.